Hey everybody, Gotmark76 here, live and in living color. Taking a few moments to make a video of this gorgeous face, this beautiful body, to tell you all that we have some exciting news coming up in January. Now, I want to thank all of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel. It really means a lot. I want to thank everybody who's ever liked or commented on a YouTube video that I've posted. I do my best to answer every single comment or at least reply, engage in conversation. I really do appreciate it. This is something that started out very intimately for me. I kind of told a couple friends, hey, I record video games and do play-by-play announcing. If you ever want to watch it, here's a link. And it kind of grew into something much more when it caught the attention of Bill and he asked me to be part of the Wrestling Network. So I'm now over 100 subscribers, which for me is about 100 more than I thought I'd ever have. So I want to thank you all for watching. In January, I've made a decision to go, instead of doing an alternating show of World Wrestling Federation one week and the NWA the next, I decided to do a show, Gotmark76 this week, which will focus on all promotions. I'm going to do NWA, World Wrestling Federation, some UWF, maybe a little World Class Championship Wrestling, and basically just use created wrestlers from the PS4 network that I downloaded but never really record because they didn't fit into an NWA or WWF storyline. So I'm going to obviously do this based off of the 80s syndicated show Pro Wrestling This Week. For those who don't know, that was a syndicated show that was hosted by Gordon Soley and Joe Pedicino. And what they would do is every week they would kind of go over some highlights, some results, some promotions, some interviews from every single promotion and give the fans at home an update of what was going on around the country. Now, in the late 80s, it's my favorite time of wrestling was 85 to maybe 92. And we had the after magazines, Pro Wrestling Illustrated, The Wrestler, Inside Wrestling, and that's how I got my news. Yeah, there were dirt sheets, but I didn't know about them back then, I wish I did. That would have been great. But we found out our news through wrestling magazines. The issue with those publications was that you found out what happened a few months after it happened. One of the, I guess an example would be, I remember watching an episode of Pro Wrestling This Week, which was syndicated, but in Philadelphia it wasn't on a regular schedule. It wasn't on the channel or a certain time. You kind of had to catch it when it was on. And I remember watching them announcing that Ted DiBiase was going to the WWF and he was going to, I don't know, be the $1 Million Man. I don't remember how they worded it. But this was coming off of his huge babyface run in the UWF. Where I thought, reading in the magazines anyway, you thought this guy was going to be the next, he was going to contend for the NWA title. He was going to beat Ric Flair for the world title. The way that they were booking this guy and the way that they were making him strong and making him just this ultra face. When I first watched Ted DiBiase, it was as the $1 Million Man because I didn't get UWF. I didn't get the promotions that he wrestled in. I guess in a regional aspect. So my first exposure to Ted DiBiase was as a heel, and a great heel he was, as the $1 Million Man. So I'm bringing this full circle in because I wanted to take my WWF storyline and my NWA storyline, and instead of doing 1 week of each one, I wanted to do it all together. I wanted to make the show or the weekly show that I'm going to be doing kind of involved everything, a little bit of everything. You, the viewer, are smart enough to realize that my World Wrestling Federation show and my NWA show are two separate entities. But for me, it's very difficult to come up with some creative ideas when Ricky Steamboat wrestles for both promotions. So if you watch my Survivor Series, You know that Ricky Steamboat was part of a 4-on-4 match. Well, in my NWA universe, he's feuding with Lex Luger. And it's kind of hard to get a decent, solid idea of where you want Ricky Steamboat to be when he is wrestling 5 different people across different promotions. So I thought I would use this launch of Gotmark76 this week to kind of streamline my organizations, make them more in tune with what I'm kind of going for, and not have guys compete on both shows. So I'm kind of using that to bring it all together. So I'm really excited about it. I just finished booking my top 4 matches for WrestleMania. Yes, it is December 3rd, and I have booked my WBF storylines through April of next year. That's how much fun I have doing this, where I've actually mapped out where I want to go and how I'm going to get there, at least for the top 4 matches. In the NWA, I have gotten myself to Wrestle War, which is my February pay-per-view. Not quite as far as April, but it's along the same lines. And I'm going to streamline. Again, you're not going to see Ricky Steamboat wrestling on both shows. He will be in one or the other. You'll need to tune in to find out which one. But that's kind of the news I had coming out here, and thank you for watching. Where I'm going to have Gotmark76 this week. We're going to take some promotions from all over, some matches from all over, and I'm going to have some fun doing it. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Like and comment the video. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great night, and we'll see you at the matches.